What's up, Capricorn? My name is Neish, and this is Truthfully Tarot. And if you're watching, it's because you want to know the truth, so let's get into it. All right, Capricorn, we are in here. So I'm going to start off with like a general message from the Astro deck. It provides general themes and energies that some of my Capricorns may be navigating in July. And definitely feel free to go back and watch the video about how to discern the truth for yourself. I just think that that's helpful and you'll get to know me a little bit better. All right, so let's get into it, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, well, there we go. 2 cards jumped out. Okay, so the first card is Vesta, and it is an asteroid, and it says devotion on the card. Sacred sexuality, fertility, kundalini energy, dedication, purity, self-discipline, focused passion, discipline, inner spark, spiritual commitment. I like this card, Vesta. And the second card we got is the South Node. South Node, it says karmic past. And on the card, it says comfort zone, mastery, old habits, the past, unfinished business, current gifts, talents, natural strengths, limitations, potential stagnancy, South Node. So let me provide a little bit of context for these energies before we kind of get down to a Capricorn, because I'm really feeling like a lot of you guys are feeling the call of purpose, the call of knowing what it is that you need to be building and working on and really putting all of your energy toward. But it feels like in order to like make this decision to focus on this, you're going to have to leave some things in the past. And it feels like there's just a little bit of struggle, especially since the bottom deck energy here is Cancer, and Cancer is your sister sign, meaning it's your opposite sign. Whereas Capricorn, as an energetic archetype, is very focused on establishing, building, working hard. It's ruled by Saturn. It's very cold. It's disciplined. You know, like that's the energy that's present when we're talking about Capricorn. Is part of the energy that's present. Cancer is the opposite. Cancer is the mother. So if Capricorn is the father who works all day and is just intense and, you know, structured and disciplined, then Cancer is the mother at home. And I don't want us to like trip out about these like traditional roles. I'm just trying to show you like an energetic difference here, duality. Cancer would be likened to the mother that's at home, nurturing their children, making a home, making a house out of a home, creating a sense of warmth, environment where you connect and you really make space. Like these are opposite energies, yin and yang, right? That's what I'm using that, you know, traditional dualistic idea to help me communicate, right? So if there is something that is personal or nostalgic or from the past that you're having a hard time letting go, it just feels like that's something that comes to a head in July for a lot of my Capricorns, really, because South Node energy. So let me explain a little bit about South Nodal energy. So the nodes, in a very general way, are like they're points on the elliptic of the moon's orbit around the Earth. So one point is the North Node, and directly opposite its orbit is the South Node. I feel like I'm saying that so fucking wrong. It's because I literally took an edible an hour ago. What the fuck is my life? Okay, so here we go. North Node up here, South Node here. It's kind of in the picture, what I just tried to, where I struggled to just explain. It's kind of pictured on the card here. And the North Node represents more. It kind of represents this energy of increase. And some would say even a path toward in this life, energy you need to embrace, energy you need to encourage, energy that's very uncomfortable because you've not been there before. So it's like uncharted territory, but it's the balance that you need in your life. It's what will help you move forward in life. So that's the North Node. The South Node then represent almost like the things you were born into this life with. It's your comfort zone. It's the sense of just what you know and old habits and who you were and how you operate and what feels familiar and what feels comfortable. And again, you know, the South Node takes, right? It removes it, you know, that's that kind of energy that the South Node is associated with. So when we're talking about Capricorns knowing what direction it is you need to go in and knowing where you want to grow and what you want to invest your time and your energy and your money, you know, into, it feels like this thing that you've realized that is going to cause a sense of devotion, a sense of focused passion and commitment. For some of us, it could be a spiritual thing. It could feel, you could be going through like some type of spiritual awakening. Some of us could be like a career path, a job, you know, maybe wanting to move forward or take a relationship to the next level. Like Capricorn, it's going to look very different for all of you. But this idea is that you know where you want to put your energy. You know what you want to do. And there's passion there. And there's a sense of like, this is what I want to work on. This is what I want to build out. That happens. It just feels like in order to do that, in order to fully lean into that, you're going to have to let some things go. You're going to have to acknowledge that there are certain habits, certain people, certain situations that are not conducive for this focused passion that you want to go toward. And so it feels like in July, there may be opportunities to face that or to make decisions in light of that. Because our South Node is not going to get us where we want to go. But your focus and passion, this Vesta energy, this devotion is what you want, but you don't want that energy toward your past. And so I feel like a lot of my Capricorns have an opportunity to go backwards or to really lock in and go forward, which is so fucking crazy because I just remembered that Saturn goes retrograde today, July 29th. And Saturn rules Capricorn, like it's its planetary ruler. So with your planetary ruler now going backwards in the sign that it's in, which is currently in Pisces, that affects you. That affects you dearly. So it feels like a lot of my Capricorns have an opportunity to really go backward and to really, it feels like things from the past become a theme and a focus, but it's in direct conflict to what you need to move forward. And so it feels like a lot of my Capricorns may be tested in some way in July because we have, immediately we have the King of Wands and then we have the Queen of Swords. And the King of Wands is fire energy. It's very active. It's very like, let's go. I have an idea. It's very entrepreneurial. It's very just imagine the new startup person. Like that's kind of what, or an artist, you know, that's just going out there and getting it done. Like that's kind of the energy of the King of Wands. But the Queen of Swords is like, I don't give a fuck about your passion. Like, what's the truth? Like, what's really going on? Like, what is the situation? Are you being honest? Are you building with integrity? Is this really going to get you where you want to go? And so it feels like there's this conflict of like passion and desire and motivation and energy. Like, it doesn't just have to be sexual that happens, but it feels like there is some truth that is being revealed or some realization that kind of puts that energy like pause. It's like, all right, I'm trying to shoot up, I'm trying to go. And then the truth comes and it's like, hold up, you have to think about this. Hold up, you need to really analyze the situation. Hold up, like you need to not just be like led by your passions and your drive right now. Like, so it just feels like there's this mix of that happening for some of my Capricorns in the month of July where you're having to balance analyzing and logic and truth with like a pull, a magnetism, desire to maybe go back toward the past. But this confronting this that happens is so that you can like have a path forward toward what you really want. Yeah. So it feels like July for my Capricorns may be a little bit stop and go. If I'm being real, it's kind of giving stop and go. It's like I try to move forward, something is revealed and I have to reanalyze the situation. I'm trying to move forward. It's like it feels like that energy of stop and go, but it's all so that you can realize what it is you need to let go. Because the South Node is here. The South Node is about what you need to release. It's about what is past. And so it feels like a lot of you wanting to move forward in these circumstances and situations that come up that cause you to like pause and halt and think about it and analyze. It feels like it's so that you can come to this conclusion that you need to be better in this area of your life. You need to have more mastery here. You need to be more meticulous here. You need to be more stable here. You need to be more strong here. It's like it's doing it so it can build you up, so that it's actually supportive of you getting to where you want to go. But it just feels like the energy is just in the month of July for some of my Capricorns. Yeah, because you just got to get over the past. You got to get over what happened. You got to let it go. You got to loosen the grip a little bit. Look at that. And Queen of Pentacles came out in the Taurus ring. I love when Earth cards come out during Earth readings, but we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Wands come out. And so this definitely looks like overcoming. This definitely looks like winning. This definitely, I love this energy. It definitely looks like my Capricorns are seeing. So also the message that I get is that my Capricorns are seeing like a lot of growth and a lot of victory on some things that they've been working on as well. So it's like, on the one hand, you're having to deal with the past and what's coming up and constantly have to review and reflect and look back as you're trying to move forward and really trying to not make the decision to stay in the past. It feels like also you're getting rewarded for some things that you've been doing and some things that you've been working on. It feels like you get some type of accolades, you get called out, or maybe in a good way. You get like, maybe some of you guys could even get a promotion, or it just feels like in the same vein of there's this like stop it and go energy in another part of your life. You're seeing like a lot of growth, a lot of success, a lot of just victory, and just a sense of like job well done. So it's like, yeah, it just feels like there is this area of life, and it can be different for a lot of you guys, where it's like, this is going really well. This is really popping off. And that's the thing with Saturn ruled planets, I feel like, which is Aquarius and Capricorn. That's the thing, because Saturn is your ruler, Saturn gets better with time, and Saturn rewards mastery. Saturn rewards discipline. Saturn rewards hard work. And so it's incredibly challenging. So a lot of my Capricorn placements go through very challenging things or have very challenging experiences, because Saturn's always trying to mature you. Saturn's always trying to get you to grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And so because I'm sure in some area of your life you have that energy, you're getting rewarded for it, because that's how Saturn operates. But then there's another area of your life where there is this stop and go energy, where you're having to pause, having to reflect, having to rethink and renew and refigure out and recoordinate and all the re's. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with like things that are in our comfort zone, but if that comfort zone isn't in favor of your growth, if it's not supporting your evolution, if it's not supporting your dreams, if it's not supporting your goals, if it's not supporting your values, then does it really need to be in your life? Is it the most efficient thing in your life? Okay, can we clarify the tower? The tower just came out. Tell me more, because this is interesting. Clarify the High Priestess here, please. Spirit, can you tell me more about the High Priestess for my Capricorns in July? No, those too many cards. No, because this got my attention, and I don't want to start talking about it until I get some clarity. Clarify the High Priestess. Okay. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, Capricorn. So I had the Tower and the High Priestess pop out together. For my Capricorn, what is the message here? I feel like I said the same thing with Virgo. I feel like my Capricorns, I'm going to just say this all around for my earth signs. A lot of my earth signs are getting information revealed to them in the month of July. Things are just becoming clear. Things are just, you're going to know what you didn't know by the end of July. So the High Priestess, the Tower. It feels like for a lot of my Capricorns, some shit just gets revealed in July. Some shit just gets revealed in July. And I don't want to say shit hits the fan, but with the tower here, it feels almost like shit hits the fan energy. And it feels like karma in some way. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your karma. It just feels like some shit gets revealed. I don't know how else to put it. You know, there's limits to the attainment of knowledge in certain avenues. So I don't know, it just feels like this energy of something, you find something now and it's a game changer. Or you reveal some shocking news, or some shocking news is revealed to you. And I don't even really want to go deep in that because it feels like it's going to be very different, but it just feels like there is something very shocking that gets revealed for my Capricorns in the month of July is kind of what I'm picking up on. Some of my Capricorns are some of you guys really see a level up. Some of you guys really see a level up and starts in July. Some of you guys really are either working through a relationship with a mother figure or a boss figure. That could be a woman. It feels like there's healing that just comes to your relationship with women in the month of July for some of my Capricorns. It just feels like if it's having to do with women, it might be really healing in the month of July for some of my Capricorns. It feels like certain projects are getting blessed and seeing some type of fruit. I don't know. It feels like what's crazy, Capricorn, is there's a very strong sense of duality happening in your reading, and the energy I'm feeling like in general with my Capricorns is like something really good happens and then simultaneously something challenging happens, and then something really good happens and then something challenging happens. It just feels like back to back. It's like, oh my God, I have to celebrate this. Fuck, I have to reanalyze and reorganize this. Oh my God, this is popping off. Damn, I have to redo this. Like, it feels like that's the energy overall for my Capricorns, and that's what's coming out. It's like really good things and then something really challenging. Really good things and then something really challenging. So prepare for that. I really feel like that's the message. I will say some really good things are happening to Capricorns. Some healing, something that brings hope. You're seeing victory or success in an area, but then there's also like challenges with information and the truth. Challenges with information and the truth. The truth is challenging in July. Fuck. The truth is challenging in July. All right, but with all the love in the world, Capricorns, mwah.